Muy buenas noches, queridos fanáticos.
Okay, Bobby, here's Castillo.
Pedro Castillo, Hurricane Castillo Jr.'s father.
When he was a commissioner.
That's right. And he's going to explain the rules in Spanish, ladies and gentlemen, as this match and this tournament did take place in Puerto Rico at the great Roberto Clemente Coliseum. And he's going to explain the rules in Spanish, and Hugo Savinovich, who is bilingual, is going to translate the rules to us.
Okay, the matches will be a 10-minute time limit on the first round. Then on the second round, if the teams are going to a draw, both are eliminated. Then the two final teams going in the final for the tournament, there'll be no disqualification, no time limit, and there must be a winner.
Right, and I'll take it with little Spanish I know, that in the first or second segment, if you get disqualified, then you are out of the tournament.
Okay, Bobby, here we go. The excitement begins. Two top teams from Japan, Hiroase and Fumiro Nikura from Puerto Rico, and you know these guys very well.
That's right, Hurricane Castillo Jr. and Miguelito Perez. Both of these gentlemen, the Puerto Ricans' great white hopes right here, Miguelito Perez and Hurricane Castillo Jr., both their fathers were great wrestlers, as you know very well, Hugo Savinovich. The wrestling fans that are watching this videotape, you might not know it. Miguel Perez, Miguelito's father, was a great tag team partner of none other than Antino Araca.
Legends in professional wrestling and their sons now trying to become one in this great evening at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. Referees Thomas Marin, one of my favorite referees of all time, El Martillo, the Hammer. As you notice, at this point, the NWA banner was inside the ring. Even though we're wrestling console, we do recognize the NWA now as a body itself. The World Wrestling Council is its own competition with all the other alliances, and we stand very high among them.
That's right. You know, one thing about it, when you wrestle for the World Wrestling Council, you wrestle the cream of the crop of all the alliances, I believe. I think you go around and you look around and you think of the great wrestlers that are in the World Wrestling Council, the great wrestlers that have come out of the World Wrestling Council. Randy Macho Man Savage, #1. Another one, Ric Flair, the world champion, NWA world champion. You take a look at all these great wrestlers, the Funk brothers that wrestle. Look at the beautiful drop kick by Hurricane Castillo Jr. And right there, you're looking at great scientific wrestling, but that doesn't win championships. That doesn't win championships. Let me tell you something, Hugo Savinovich. You know what that does? That looks good, and it startles you for the moment, but it don't win championships. Right there's Hassie, and he just don't look like he's too happy right now, does he? You know, these guys are from Japan, and they think they're probably getting a raw deal right here.
So much excitement, and this is just the beginning. Tag team extravaganza coming down your way. World Wrestling Council superstars. And you will see the winners right here.
That's right. You know, there's some celebrities in this audience tonight for this tag team tournament. There's some great Puerto Rican singers, sisters are here.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, look at that nice sidekick. Yeah. But I'm telling you, the people in Puerto Rico come out and they support professional wrestling, from the governor of Puerto Rico down to the littlest immigrant. Right there, you see Miguelito Perez. He's a big boy, 280 pounds, and he moves around pretty good. But not that good. Oh, reverse monkey flip. See, there's a beautiful drop kick by a man, 280 pounds, then an arm drag follow-up, and he's up before the lighter man. You want to know something, Hugo? I think that if you take a look at this kid, and you look at his father, their styles do contrast. Now there's that Japanese style. Punch, kick, do anything way you can, and get them down. Right there they go. And now this is how your tag team wrestling goes, ladies and gentlemen. You beat these people up hard enough and long enough, they don't want to wrestle you no more. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you something right now. It looks like Hassie and Nakura definitely know what they're doing. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, out of all these teams you're going to see tonight, one is going to become the World Wrestling Council World Tag Team Champion. Oh, double clothesline. And as you can see, That definitely put a hurt on Miguelito Perez. That definitely got Miguelito Perez thinking about what he's doing in professional wrestling. Hassie doing a nice Russian leg sweep right there. Should be a winning combination.
Isn't it difficult to tell these two Japanese wrestlers apart?
It's
They
very
even wear
difficult.
the same outfits, too.
Yeah, oh yeah, Hassie there is a little bit of the lighter of the two. But you notice that beautiful Russian leg sweep suplex he just did on Miguelito Perez.
Oh, we're
It was
talking
beautiful.
about two Japanese wrestlers with a lot of good amateur background.
That's right. And but the one thing that I didn't like down here.
Okay, here comes Nikura.
Oh, off the top rope.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. But let me tell you something. You know why he didn't pin that man, Vucevic? You being an ex-wrestler, you know. He didn't grab the leg and tie the man up. You got to do that.
Sometimes in the heat of the fight, of the match, sometimes you forget the fundamentals, but how important they are when it comes down to a win or a defeat. Because when you look at the video later on, you're saying, oh my goodness, what a big mistake I made.
Yeah, now you're getting all 4 men in the ring. It looks like the Hammer Mateo's got to start doing some, get a little control here. Here they're hanging the man, and they're caught. They have to break on the count of 4. But you want to know something? That
I see you do that many times. You and your partner.
Yeah, the difference between me and them is I don't get caught.
Yeah.
Oh, here goes a nice suplex, baby. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh,
nice
yes.
back suplex. Now, see, he hasn't got that leg. You can't pin a man unless you get that leg. But that's the thing that separates a great tag
Let's not
team
forget,
from a
Bobby,
mediocre
about
tag team.
the 10-minute time limit.
That's right. So everything's in a hurry tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's a Boston Crab, the old reliable Boston Crab with a little added leverage.
It doesn't hurt, I guess, for the Japanese team to rough it up here.
Well, like you said, 10-minute time limits and tag team tournament action. This is something you just got to keep going and keep going. You got to get it done in 10 minutes.
And what they have done, the Japanese wrestlers, is they have gotten the fans out of the match by dominating their favorites. The fans are not making the noises, and yet
they're not getting behind. That's right. You got that. They've taken the fans completely out of, like taking the fans out of a football game or taking the fans out of a hockey game.
I think in wrestling and football, just to call an example, I think the fan support, it is more and more important, more than in boxing, more than in hockey, because football and wrestling, a lot of ways, the fans are so much into it, that extra energy from the fans screaming, it's unbelievable. The only way you could notice the difference between what happens in a wrestling match and a football game is you don't see the helmets.
Let me tell you something, Mughal. That might phase you, but it doesn't phase me, because these people that buy tickets for wrestling matches, they want to see me wrestle. You know what I mean?
Some of them,
I'm sure that people like you
the
get your
majority,
strength,
Mr. Jaggers, want to see you get beat up.
Hey,
let's be honest.
They never see it, so that must make them really hot then, right?
They got their money's worth.
People like you that need to draw strength from other people are weak people. I don't need that strength from other people.
Okay, here we go.
By myself.
ENG Productions, thank you very much for this ulcer attack, courtesy of Jaggers. And here's a fast combination by the Japanese team. All over Miguelito Perez. Oh, good move by Perez. Look at that. Tag is made. Okay, here we come. Whoa, the hurricane all over the Japanese wrestlers. Here's Hase. He gets it. Wow, high knee. And now all over Nikura.
Well, you see, Castillo Jr. here's got something to prove. You know, his daddy was holding those belts at the beginning of the program, explaining the rules.
Okay, the tag was made.
Win.
Look out, power slam. My goodness, he got the hold effect of it. There's the count. 3 seconds.
The winners of our first match, ladies and gentlemen, Miguelito Perez, Hurricane Castillo Jr., and as you saw, after that terrific power slam, he locked the leg and he pinned the man.
Okay, they will be
1, 2, 3.
going into the rest of the tournament. Now let's take you to the next tournament match. Al Perez and Sweet.